Look at what I got early from Rockstar Games themselves right here. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Professional here. So today here, if you guys read the title of this video, you guys see exactly what I got right here. I got the major hookup right here. This is from a good friend of mine at Rockstar. He sent me an early copy of GTA 6. I cannot believe it. As you guys can see, it says GTA 6 right here on the box. Let me just look at that. GTA 6. It's just the box itself is just even so detailed. But anyways, I'm going to be doing an unboxing for you guys, let you guys know what I think of the game. And, big shout out to my friends for, sending me this over. Do greatly appreciate it. Let's do an unboxing of it right now. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, look. Oh my god, GTA 6, oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. It is GTA 6. Oh my god. I'm just so excited for this. Oh man, this is the game I've been looking forward to for so years. Major hookup right here. Thank you, Rockstar, for sending me an early copy of this. So this right here, this is the cover of GTA 6. Oh man, it looks way better than the art of any other GTA game. So let me explain to you guys a bunch of stuff about the game. So right here, this is karaoke night. So Lucia and Jason, along with their college friends, they can actually go to a bar and they can sing karaoke. This is a new character that's in the game. His name is Brian Scumbagson. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of him on the screen right here. You guys can see the graphics are really good. So Brian is this new character in the game where he basically teaches Lucia and Jason a new special ability. So what that new special ability is, there's no more home invasions, no more burglaries like you had in the classic GTA San Andreas. You don't need to do that anymore. Because of Brian Scumbagson, he actually teaches you something called squatting. So he teaches Lucia and Jason how to squat. So basically, if Lucia and Jason go into a property when the homeowner is not there and they actually change the locks, and they create a fake lease, even when the homeowner calls the police actually cannot do anything. And then Jason and Lucia can just legally steal all the stuff that's actually in the house. It's actually a great feature, and you don't got to worry about wanted levels because of this guy right here. He teaches them the art of squatting. And right here, we got Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is actually a random stranger that you actually meet in the game, and he becomes a big part of the game later on. But yeah, he does make a guest appearance in GTA 6. And right here, we got actually golf. And Lucia is actually a professional golf player. When she was actually in prison, she was first place in all the golf tournaments. And yes, they did have a golf tournament in prison. But I'm going to talk about Lucia's golf skills a little bit later on because this is really important. And a lot of the missions revolve around her golfing career throughout the story. This right here, this is actually, this guy is Adam the Clown. He's actually a friendly stranger that you meet later on in the game. And this right here, this is actually Karen. She's a character that you meet later on in the game. And Karen, she gives you a special ability because GTA 6 relies on a bunch of companions. When you have Jimmy Kimmel as a companion with you, he actually has a speech skill where he can basically persuade other characters. Brian, basically helps you take over properties for free with squatting. And Karen, her special ability is that whenever you go into any kind of store in the game, what happens is she activates her ability, which is to complain to the manager. So she will just basically make a temper tantrum, complain to the manager until she gets the price that she wants. So any kind of store that you take her in with you, she'll get you 50% off. All she has to do is complain to the manager, anything, ammunition, clothing store, any kind of store you go into the game, even the car auto shops. All she does is complains to the manager and gets you 50% off. She's one of the most helpful companions in the game. The game is rated M for Moron 17. This is a new character that you also meet later on in the game called Sarah, and this is part of a new activity. And what the activity is that you run into museums in Vice City. There's several museums in the game, and when there's tourists that are trying to take a look at precious pieces of artwork, you basically ruin their experience by running in there with Sarah. And with Sarah, you basically just throw tomato soup on the paintings. So let me actually show you guys a little bit of gameplay of that. You'll be very impressed by the graphics.
What is worth more? Art or life?
Oscar Wilde, could you...
Is it worth more than food? Worth more than justice? Are you more concerned about the protection of a painting or the protection of our planet and people?
And basically, what the purpose of this is to create a distraction for heists. So when you and Sarah actually run into a museum, you will actually just throw soup at paintings, and when you throw soup at paintings, it'll actually distract everybody in the museum, and it'll distract all the police, and then meanwhile, what happens is Jason will actually steal other pieces of artwork, so coming through the ceiling, disable the security systems, while she is actually throwing soup at paintings. And right here, you can see the side of Grand Theft Auto 6 as well. Great artwork. Back cover right here. Let's take a look at some of the new features in the game. So it has stunning 16K visuals with 16 times the detail, speeds of up to 240 FPS, run the game in speeds your console can't even handle. It has realistic 3D audio. You can hear Karen complain to the manager like she's actually there. You can transfer your GTA Online character. Returning players get access to the brand new Oppressor Mark III. You get 20 tier skips in the new Gangster Pass. So the new Gangster Pass, it's the special edition, which I have right here. It grants you 20 tier skips in the new Gangster Battle Pass. So every single update, you're going to have a new Battle Pass. And if you want to unlock everything in the update, you have to purchase the Battle Pass and purchase a few shark cards. But it's pretty easy to actually level up. And then a new detailed single player. This is the best part right here. Immerse yourself in a brand new story that's 4 hours and 30 minutes long. That's 30 minutes longer than the average AAA game these days. So yeah, I really appreciate Rockstar going to the extra length to give us an extra 30 minutes of a single player campaign, because a lot of other AAA studios, they only give us 4-hour storylines these days, but I'm really happy that Rockstar gave us that extra 30 minutes. That was definitely really good. And then you get access to the only safe house in the game. So basically, the online in this game, there's only one safe house available at launch. There's no other safe house in the game, so everybody's gonna have the same safe house, and it's located right in the middle of the city, right in downtown Vice City. So everybody spawns there, and the game, you take a look at this, the game is between 1 to 500 network players. So yeah, that's right. You can have 500 players in one lobby, and everybody has the same safe house. Now, I know some people are concerned with this, but I wouldn't be too worried about this because GTA players are not toxic at all. They're some of the most friendliest people out there. They always help each other out. So if everybody, all 500 players are just spawning in the exact same apartment, and they're all, going out of their garages with their Oppressor Mark IIIs, I'm sure everything will be just fine. And the game is also 1 terabyte. So just make sure you keep that in mind. The game is 1 terabyte. So you're going to have to delete every single other game on your console. And if you don't have enough space, you're probably going to have to get an extended hard drive. But don't worry, because literally you are not ever going to need to install any other game again, because this is the ultimate game of all time. Ultimate game. And right here, again, the game is rated M for moron. And here's some of it: intense stupidity, idiotic humor, politically correct language. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. That's just a rating system. So yeah, you got to be 17 and older to play this game. So make sure you remember that. Okay, so let me actually tell you guys about the story, because I completed the story, and I cannot show you guys the full story yet. That's for copyright reasons, obviously. But I can actually tell you exactly what happens. So if you don't want spoilers, click off this video right here, because I'm about to spoil the entire campaign. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what the campaign is about, what happens. So basically, in the prologue of GTA 6, what happens is that you play as Lucia and Jason, but it doesn't start out in Vice City. It actually starts out 1 year before the plot of the game. And 1 year before the plot of the game, Lucia and Jason are actually in Sandy Shores. So they're in Sandy Shores, and they get caught in, a really bad sandstorm. So it's a really bad sandstorm. They can't see anything, and then Trevor shows up. Trevor saves both of them. They go back to his meth lab where he gives Jason and Lucia shelter, and then what ends up happening is a chef, walks across the room and just tells them, this is me and my business partner Trevor, and then Ron's there, and we got our trailer up the hill right there, we got our settlement there, and we got all our supplies there, and you should come back and restock with us. And then what happens is Jason says, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. And then out of nowhere, Lucia actually takes a shotgun and she shoots Trevor in the leg. And then after she shoots Trevor in the leg, she tourniquets Trevor's leg. Now, Michael and Franklin haven't heard from Trevor for some time. They're worried about him during the sandstorm. So what happens is they travel over the Sandy Shores, they go to Trevor's meth lab, and they actually get captured, and they get tied up. Now, what ends up happening is Lucia actually takes a golf club and walks up to Trevor. And Trevor actually says, "Who the hell are you?" And Lucia just says, "Guess." And then what Lucia proceeds to do is she takes her golf club and she just smashes it in Trevor's brains. And she just keeps killing him. and it's just so brutal. Trevor dies, so that's it. We got another major GTA character that died right there, and then she just leaves Michael and Franklin there, and then she travels across the country. She goes back to Vice City. Now, why did Lucia do that? Why did Lucia take a golf club and just kill Trevor with it? The reason for that is because Lucia is the daughter of one of the random biker NPCs that Trevor killed in GTA 5. So her father was one of the random NPCs that Trevor killed during a random mission, and she wanted revenge for that. And so she goes and kills Trevor. Now, Michael and Franklin, they basically vow revenge, and they go across the country. And you're basically playing as Michael and Franklin as they're traveling across the country towards Vice City. And in the meantime, you're also switching to Lucia. Now, when you're switching to Lucia, what happens is Jason and Lucia are living in the same apartment together, and they're trying to make rent. And they invite some of their college friends together, and they're trying to pay off their student loans. So what they do is they actually form a criminal empire in order to pay off those student loans. And actually, after the first heist, they have a money fight where they're just throwing money at each other. And then what they do is they actually play board games with each other. Now, when it ends up happening is Michael and Franklin, when they finally get to Vice City, they end up actually killing Jason. So Jason actually ends up dying. Michael ends up sniping Jason in the head, and then what ends up happening is Lucia actually tracks Michael and Franklin all the way back to an abandoned theater where they were hiding. And what ends up happening is Lucia actually shoots Michael in the eye, and he ends up surviving, but he loses an eye. And then she beats up Franklin, nearly killing him, and just leaves them there. Now, the game actually fast forwards another year at that point, and what happens is Franklin is, back in Los Santos. He's living with Tanisha and his kids, and then Michael shows up, and he's like, I got a map, I know where Lucia is, and we gotta go get her. Now, Tanisha gets, really pissed off at Franklin. Lamar's there at the same time, and Michael leaves all pissed off after Franklin decides not to do anything, but then Franklin, a couple days later, decides to end up going back to Vice City for revenge, and Tanisha gets all pissed, leaves him. Lamar then shows up, he roasts Franklin over leaving Tanisha, and roasts him over his yee-ass haircut. Then what ends up happening is Franklin crosses the country. He gets into a fight with Lucia. He nearly drowns her. He nearly kills her. But then at the last moment what happens is Franklin decides that he's not going to kill Lucia because he decides that revenge is wrong. And it's just a bad thing in general. And so he decides to end up leaving, but what happens is during the fight is Lucia actually bites up Franklin's fingers so he can no longer play the guitar. And I know some people are going to, be really pissed off about the story in this game, but I'm telling you, is if you're pissed off about the story, this is one of the best stories that I've ever played in the game. It's one of the best stories. It's made for a modern audience. So what people don't understand, it's made for a modern audience. It's about the struggles of paying off student loans. It's about Lucia and Jason. Also, there's one part in the game where they actually go on the streets and they glue their hands to the road to protest their climate footprint. And they're protesting fossil fuels also. So this game is made for a modern audience. And as for the whole story with Lucia being the daughter of a random biker NPC, it's about breaking the cycle of revenge. That's what this game is about. It's about breaking the cycle of revenge. And if you don't understand that, you're just a hater. You're just ignorant if you don't understand that. It's about breaking the cycle of revenge. That's what people need to understand, the moral lesson in this game. But other than that, once you beat the game, you lose Franklin as a playable character, and you just play as Lucia, but you still have, Jimmy Kimmel, and, you still have Brian Scumbagson, and you still have Karen as companions. And you have to do their side missions in order to get 100% completion in the game. But that is pretty much it. I'm also looking forward to playing the online with people, 500-player lobbies with, everyone having oppressor Mark IIIs and everyone being in the exact same safe house. I think that it's going to be the ultimate experience. I can't wait for that gangster battle pass. I can't wait for the microtransactions. I can't wait for all the shark cards in this game. This is going to be the all-time greatest game of all time. So make sure you guys get ready because there's going to be a new trailer coming up soon for this game. It's the greatest game that I've ever played in my life. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.